Hi there. This video will show you how to set up a summing gradebook in Moodle. This video is being filmed in Moodle 2.8, so if you're using a different version of Moodle when you're viewing this video, you may notice some differences with what you see here, but the general principles will still hold. We're going to be running through this setup pretty quickly, so feel free to pause, rewind, and rewatch this video as much as necessary. You also may want to have your own Moodle gradebook open in a separate tab in your browser and follow along as you watch. Let's look at an example of a typical gradebook that simply sums up each item over the course of the semester and calculates a course total. From your Moodle site, you can always set up and adjust your gradebook structure anytime by clicking Gradebook. Then, you can choose Category and Items from this drop-down menu here. You'll see my sample gradebook only has one student in it, but that's not a problem. Okay, let's look at our sample gradebook structure. You can see that this gradebook is already set up as a simple summing gradebook. If you set up correctly like this, your gradebook can give students a running sum total of their course scores throughout the semester. Let's take a closer look at what we have here. You can see that this summing gradebook involves a few quizzes, and it also has some assignments. You can tell by these icons here that these are Moodle quizzes and Moodle assignments. And these are things that students will complete in Moodle, and they're automatically populated in the gradebook for you when you create an assignment or quiz on the Moodle main page. This gradebook also includes some manual entry items. Manual entry grade items like this are grade items that don't have a corresponding Moodle activity. They may be in-class activities, participation points, projects, or papers that aren't housed on your Moodle site, but that you can still keep track of in your Moodle gradebook. So there's two of those here. This gradebook even includes an item that is extra credit. You can tell by this little plus icon here that this is extra credit. You can mark a grade item as extra credit using these settings here. And there'll be a box you can check to select that it's an extra credit item. And once you've done that, you'll see this plus to indicate it's extra credit. These extra credit items are not counted as part of the expected point value in your overall course total here. But if you award particular students points for these items in your gradebook, those points will be added as extra credit points. In a summing gradebook like this one, it doesn't matter what order grade items are listed in. So one popular way is to simply list all quizzes and assignments and other grade items in chronological order across the semester as you see here. But you could just as easily click the Move icon next to any of these and move them around into a different order, if that's how you'd prefer to display things. Now, let's take a step back and look at how you can add these grade items in the first place. The first way to add a grade item is to make a Moodle assignment or Moodle quiz, like I said before, and it will automatically be added to the gradebook. When you're setting up your assignment or quiz, just be sure to give it the right point value so that will populate here, and then it will auto-populate. For example, that's what I've done here. When I created this assignment, I'm going to go into the assignment settings quickly. I set the grading point value to 50. And that is down here. So you'll see the point value is 50. And then that's what auto-populated into the gradebook. One common mistake instructors make is to forget to set this point value here to the appropriate total. If that happens to you on an assignment, you should quickly notice that your grade values and summation in your gradebook will seem a little off. So if for some reason you make a mistake on this point value when you're setting up the assignment like this, you'll need to go back into the assignment settings here and change the point value from within this assignment settings page. And once you've done that, and then you save it off, that will update itself in the gradebook. All right, let's go back to the gradebook, and we'll go back to Setup and Layout, and look at one more way to add grade items. For assignments and quizzes and papers and projects or any other items that students complete outside of Moodle, you can still keep track of these inside of your Moodle gradebook. You can add manual entry grade items like these ones here. And all you have to do that is click Add a Grade Item. So for example, let's add one. Okay, so just enter an item name, and this is really important. Make sure to enter the maximum number of points here that a student can earn. By default, Moodle will suggest 100 points, but make sure to change this if you don't want your item to be worth 100 points. And it should reflect your item's actual maximum point total. And then when you're done, click Save Changes, and your new grade item will show up in your gradebook. See, it's at the bottom here. You can move this around again by clicking this Move icon if necessary, and move it to a different spot in your gradebook. All right, we're almost done. One important final question. How can you make sure if your gradebook is set up correctly? Well, there are two places you'll want to look. First, look at the course total here. Does this look correct, or does it look off for some reason? So I wanted this to be 500 points, so this looks correct. A quick note, if you have hidden grade items, which we didn't cover in this video, you may notice that this course total here will also include these hidden items. And that's normal. Just make sure that the course total is adding up to the value that you would expect, including any hidden items you may have. And then second, look at the grade weights here. This is a new feature starting in Moodle 2.8. And Moodle will automatically calculate the weights as a percentage of the course total that each grade item represents. If you're using a simple summing gradebook like this, you shouldn't do anything to change or manipulate these weights, but you can use these weights as an intuitive way to check if you've set up your gradebook correctly. So larger assignments and projects should obviously show up as having a higher weight than smaller assignments and projects. If your course total or weights are off, or you notice any other oddities, there are two common mistakes you can double check for. First, make sure that the max grade that's listed for each item is correct. If not, you will need to change it, either in the assignment or quiz or in the manual grade item. And second, make sure that extra credit items are listed as extra credit and that they have this plus icon next to them. Otherwise, the Moodle will expect students to complete these assignments when you really meant them to be extra credit. So that will make your summation off. If everything looks good after that, then you're set, and you have a nice summing Moodle gradebook.